I get a little riled up when I see other people do it. Okay, let's go ahead and count down for game number 5 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Nek0 saying, is there a level pick in Div 1? Yeah, 19 has been added as a vetoable level. So we actually did have a 19 game. Actually, we had 2 19 games earlier. One of them went very far. The other one, rough RNG sequence. Both players topped out and Nek0 took the game. Yeah. Alright. The player is perfect so far. Fractal's board was looking a little rough without it, but I think they're going to have to take a burn. This RNG sequence looking great, and all of a sudden, Fractal's left side looking kind of bad. Gets the T over. He's going to be digging up kind of high. Gets that well reopened. And the bar. Bar comes, not going to be able to get a Tetris, but we'll be able to clean up the left, and next one's going to score. 50,000 points for Fractal. Make that 73. Nek0's going to fire right back, going up to 114. I'm saying I'd probably call it natural. Okay, I feel like that's like a borderline decision. I don't think he would have set up that high if he, you know, was still in the chase down. Maybe it's just like the contrast with the transition with the chase down style play that, you know, made it jump out to me. 1061, sorry. 161. 1061 and 18 would be a feat. I don't know if that's actually physically possible. One more dependency for Nek0's board. Looking kind of not great. We'll take a few burns. There we go. Fractal's going to take the opportunity to get a Tetris. And the pieces come for Nek0. He gets the roll reopened. Fractal takes the lead 190 to 165. About 35 lines in. Nek0 does have a few lines in hand, but he's currently skimming through them. Is aggressive natural, or some what's the term. I feel like there should be a Nek0 split triple. And looks like his stack is nice and clean, and Lombard and Tetris. Fractal up by a Tetris and a half. We're 50 lines in to the decider. In any case, Nek0's got to be happy with 2 points. And even regardless of this match, we'll see what happens with Dog versus Portal. This could have pretty standings consequences. This is going to let Dog kind of put Dog in a better position in terms of getting that first round bye, keeping himself safe. In terms of the CTL standings, trying to make the playoffs here. Because we got, what, 2 more weeks, a little over 2. We're tied up here. Nek0 has closed the gap again, but he does need pieces. Has a little bit of a weird board. Nice adjustment for the J. Was about to block things up. Gonna give up on the stack a little bit, but S was coming just in time. Does have a little bit of, has a lot of like weird tuck setups and that sort of, you know, stuff. Lombard Tetris has a hole in his stack, but he goes up to 326. Fractal at 340. $363, $329. We are over halfway. It's level 19. That happens on line 130, in case you are new to the whole Tetris thing. Or maybe NES Tetris. I think you could be familiar with other forms of Tetris and not know that. Let's say 130 is a weird number to know. It's like NES Tetris is kind of like the Imperial system of Tetris. It's very old, and people are very cautious about changing it, and nothing really makes sense, but it works anyway, so everyone continues to use it. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm just kind of saying things. Fractal's up by 50,000 points. Lombard Tetris for Nek0. He does uncover that hole in his stack, so he's not going to be living 2 off the bottom anymore. Doesn't adjust for the J. Has to get a tuck, so he's going to have to do a little bit of digging. This Fractal has a little bit of a spire here. Very, very long Z-burst. Ooh, nice spin tuck of that bar. feel like you don't see too many of those nowadays, and it's a very effective way of cleaning your stack. Surprised that that's fallen by the wayside. We're firmly in Vitz territory, as Nek0 is currently 11 lines from the transition. That's just a spin, not a tuck. Well, I mean, okay, bar spin. I feel like you just say spin tuck. It's like... Yeah, okay. I just say... I think I say spin tuck whenever I just see, like, an impressive spin. I don't know why. Nek0 one line away, 528. Dang, Jasmine getting... Jasmine's over here correcting my commentary. All right, 522 for Nek0, Lombard Tetris. Fractal 578, so going into 19, about 50,000 up. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate it. 602 for Nek0, 603 for Fractal. So Fractal up by about a Tetris and a half. Not really in score, but in line differential, because it's 6 lines. And maybe a little less, because not every line becomes a Tetris. Only every line in every game dreams of becoming a Tetris. But only about 76% of them become a Tetris if you're Fractal, and 68 become a Tetris if you're Nek0, at least in this game. I might apply to be a silverback commentator for CTWC. That'd be fun. Are you going to be there? I'm going to be there. I think that's really good. Burrito Dad, thank you for the raid. Party of 2. How was, I don't know what you were doing. Good to see ya. We got a decider here between Fractal and Nek0. It's a very close game right now. Fractal has the points lead and does have the pace advantage. So he's down by 5 lines, up by about a Tetris. Nek0 gets the bar before, because that could have gotten hairy, and he is going to be appreciative of that. Waiting on the bar now. He has Tetris ready. There it is. Lombard Tetris, one for Fractal as well. Goes to the 773. Huge rad. Yeah, well, you're rad. So, Titan score. Fractal down by 8 lines and converts 4 of those into a Tetris. Nek0 just, he hasn't been really into any extended digs. I mean, he's had a couple of scary moments, but Fractal just keeping clean here so far. It is close though. As we've seen, anything can happen. It doesn't really matter who you are. Anything can happen on 29. 891 for Fractal, Lombard Tetris 922. So he has opened up a lead. He is kind of back in terms of players are back to about even in terms of line count. Lombard Tetris, Nek0 goes up to 881. Fractal 931, Lombard Tetris. Both players now into level 26. They're getting closer and closer to 29 in this last game of the match. I feel like I use match and set interchangeably, which is fine unless you're Sharky and doing Gauntlet. Getting the stack down. Nek0 currently not Tetris ready, not really in a position to do it. He's just getting a bunch of S's and Z's. Going to get a bar, going to set up. There we go. Lombard Centerwell, 985. I was going to say going to convert that over, but no. He's going to keep going. Column 4. Fractal gets a nice J, almost Tetris ready. There we go. Takes the skim, or takes the burn. Not a skim. Lombard Tetris. Nek0 into 28, up to 1025. Both players have transitioned. Fractal has the 1.1. In fact, Fractal's roommate walking in the background here, carrying some sort of beverage, I think. 1137, Lombard Tetris for Fractal, 1171, 1030. So Fractal up by 150,000 points. Big lead here. As Nek0 set up center well. One more line until, gets a transitions with a skim and gets the bar right afterward, but Fractal a little bit of trouble. Gets the bar before it becomes an issue. 1215 for Fractal, 1109 for Nek0. Both players scoring Tetrises, but Fractal trying to get this down a little bit. Will do so. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for the bar. There it is. 1259 for Fractal. 1115 for Nek0. Nek0 gets a gazillion squares. He's getting the board down, but he's going to have to dig in, and Fractal just got another Tetris. He's up to a 1.3. 1132 for Nek0. Gets his board completely clean. He's going to go for the triple, actually. He knows that he's going to have to play efficiently, though. So he's probably going to end up taking some risks, because he's currently 150,000 points down after Fractal, though. Fractal needs to get this cleaned up. We know he can, and he does. Needs the Lombard. Where's the Lombard? Kind of, Right side cut off a little bit, but gets the J over. Oh my goodness. Hitting those tabs, gets a Lombard, gets a Tetris. Nek0 fires right back. 1197 for Fractal, for Nek0. 1365 for Fractal. He's set up again. He gets the Lombard, he gets the Tetris. 1.4 for Fractal, 1.2 for Nek0. We're into level 34. Nek0 going up to 1.27. He's almost set up, needs something over to the left side, gets it. He needs to set up both players. Not quite, Fractal, not quite Tetris ready. Having to take a few burns, gets the lower all the way to the left side. That's a Tetris for Nek0. 1297. Fractal kind of looking a little spicy. Has his well cut off. We're creeping up, but Nek0 currently Tetris ready. He's going to top out 1.425. Nek0 kicking a couple of triples, but he is in a chase down. He needs 1.426 to take it. 1.426 does not have a lot of time to do it. It has a lot of ground to make up. Can he do it? Into JRL, gets a bar, not quite the best, but he's going to keep his Tetris ready. He has to well reopen, has to cover the well, gets the bar all the way over, nice, gets a nice triple, but he's going to have to, this is really bad because he doesn't have a whole lot of room. Gets the J, that's going to be, yes, okay, Lombard, getting it down. Okay, almost has to reopen, but he is running out of room. Can he get anything to the left side? He can't get it open. He only has 4 more lines. He's down 50,000 points. He needs a Tetris. He can't get the T over. He's gonna be done. 1.377 does not chase down Fractal's 1.425. And Fractal's gonna be good for the decider. GG's. What a crazy game. What a crazy set.
Alex has restored his lead from earlier. It's not that big of a lead. This can easily be chased down on 29, or even before then. Oh, nice burn, Alex.